that we're finally getting to that point, and joining us right now is the head coach of LSU women's hoops, Nikki Fargas, and Kayla Pointer, point guard. And it's not, if I'm not mistaken, it's not just player and coach. We got a family relationship with y'all, isn't that? What's going on, Coach?
Good morning, everybody. Hi, Kayla.
How you doing? Good morning.
Hey, it is part of it's part of one of these years, Coach, where who knows what's going to happen down the road. You've coached for over a decade. How has this year and this offseason been different than any others?
Well, first off, you have to, one, look at how the season ended. It definitely devastated not only our team, but so many other young men and young women who worked extremely hard to be a part of March Madness, and then for the pandemic to set in, and then to have that team meeting telling your players that the season has come to the end, and not being able to finish out what you started, but just was really more concerned about the mental wellness of our student athlete, making sure that they can navigate through what that looks like when you're being isolated, when you're having to stay at home. And so we did a lot with Zoom. We did a lot of calls where we did scavenger hunts. We played Family Feud. I've got players from all over the country. So the time zone was an issue. We had a young lady that was from Australia, so that was 7 a.m. her time. We would have our team meetings at 4 p.m. our time, which was 11 o'clock at night for my kids from France. And so we just made it work. And I felt like our staff, our support staff, the administration, our mental wellness team, our health and safety component, was priority for us to get them back into the routine of being back on campus. I thought that was huge. And I can't say enough about the academic team that we have in place for these young ladies to then transition from being in classrooms to now going virtual. But again, I'm excited about the upcoming season. I'm excited that, we still get another chance to come back at this and see what we can do in March.
So, Kayla, Coach mentioned Family Feud there. Like, if she were really to go on Family Feud, you have a good opportunity to be on her panel there, as she's your aunt. I want to know what it's like to play for a family member, and more importantly, is she more apt to give you praise when things go well, or hold your feet to the fire maybe when you make a mistake?
She's more on the tough love, I would say. Definitely gets on me everything. Things that aren't even my fault. Of course, I'm a point guard, but it could be what a post player is doing. And Kayla, that's your fault. But, I just know it's tough love. And, growing up, I played for my dad. So kind of that transition and going into playing for my aunt. I love the family atmosphere. I know she has my best interests at heart. I know she knows my goals and where I want to be in life. So definitely happy with my decision that I made to come here and play for her.
Kayla, follow up there. You talked about your dad, and I was told that there's a special tattoo. Can you show me the tattoo there? Is it on the forearm?
Yeah. Yep. It's I don't know if y'all can see it. The light's kind of bad.
I can see it. Tell me a little bit about that relationship and how that helped mold you into the young lady and fantastic player you are right now.
Yeah, I give all praise to him. I definitely would not be in the situation I am, the player I am today without him. I used to get mad at the morning workouts and get up, we're going to the gym, or come on after school, we're going to work out. And I used to be like, I don't want to do this, Dad, but I didn't know that, it would mold me into the player that I am today. Very, very thankful to be, in the situation. I do wish that he was here to watch me, but I know he's looking up at me, looking down on me. And I know every game he's in the stands watching me, but all praise to him is I would not be where I am today without him.
So, Coach, one of the things that you guys have done during the offseason, you've added a lot of depth. It looks like there's some really good mix of experience and young players. As you take a look at your team and your roster this year, what's the strength of this 2020-2021 team?
Well, you hit it on the head. The fact that we have a nucleus that's returning, that's experienced. I've got seniors that know exactly what it's going to take to advance our team and play at that elite level. But they've been doing a great job of pulling these young ones up. And as this time of year, we don't know what COVID has in store for us, and with how the protocols and procedures are, it's important that you have depth. Again, we're trying to condition ourselves to play at a high tempo, a high pace for 40 minutes. And I'm looking forward to being able to run at least 10 players deep in our roster and have that up pace tempo because, we haven't been able to play as much, with COVID, but we have been able to get ourselves in better shape and shoot a lot. So so I hope that pays off, that we haven't spent a lot of time on our defense like I would like to have done so. But I do think the up-tempo pace, the depth, the ability to shoot the three. We've got players that can light it up and open up the paint because, you can see a lot of Kayla's ability to dribble, drive, and get in there and mix it up. But we also got a professional, a potential pro in Faustina Fua. So we've got to give our 6'5" player some space to operate, and surrounding her with great perimeter shooting is going to allow us to do that.
Coach, I love it because just y'all are simpatico, because as soon as you say something, you can just see Kayla just shaking her head, just going, I can't wait, shaking at the bit. Kayla, which one, and I know you love all your teammates equally, but what is going to stir the drink there for Lady Tiger basketball this year? What is that one player you cannot wait to be a part of with on the court?
I'm just gonna brag about Faustina Fua. When she's in her mode, and I tell her, like, when she's in a go time mode, she's just in a whole different zone. And I always tell her, Faust, nobody can guard you, but when she's locked in, where she feels that no one can guard her, or her perimeter shot is hitting, and she's also been working on the 3-ball a lot, so she's expanding her game a little bit more. But she works really, really hard, and we have a hard time guarding her in practice. But I'm like, hey, like, that was a good move, or hey, that's a move that a pro makes. That I see you out there, and just building her confidence up, and she's a great player, and I love having her down there as my big man.
So I'm going to ask this question to both of you guys. We were discussing pre-show about the number of really quality athletes in your family. And with Thanksgiving coming up here next week, we were curious, one, who the best athlete in the family actually is, and two, when you get together, is there some sort of athletic competition? Sounds like, Coach, you were talking about board games and things you like to do together. So I imagine there's some bragging rights that goes into the athletic prowess in the family?
Well, I want to say this. My sister and I both played, and my sister played at Austin Peay, and obviously I played at Tennessee, but, I'm the best one in the family. Let's just put that out there on the table. No, you know what? Kayla is so good. She is really good. Like, she's way better than I was. She's better than my sister. We've got family members. My husband played in the NFL, and our uncle, he played in the NFL, and I've got cousins who play baseball. But if you said who's the best basketball player and who has carried a team, Kayla has done that for our family. And I'm so proud of her. And, we have this joke about when we're 94 by 50 and we're standing in there on the court that I'm coach. And then when we step outside of that arena, then I can be, family member. But she's somebody that has taken on this role. And it's not easy because she had to come in here and be one of the hardest working players. Because, again, your team cohesion is so critical. And the way that she's been able to navigate through that, where the team doesn't feel like there's any type of favoritism because I'm their family member too. It just so happened, Kayla's my sister's daughter. But I love the fact that she came in with the maturity to be able to handle being at this level and competing and coaching and knowing that everything that she's got, she has earned.
Well played. Well said. Well said, indeed. Well, Coach and Kayla, we're looking forward to it. You guys, y'all are opening up your season November the 27th against BYU. Stay safe, stay healthy, and can I get some video of any Thanksgiving festivities of those pickup games? That would be fantastic. We'll talk to y'all soon, all right?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just fantastic. Kayla Pointer, just so much personality, and Coach Fargas has always been great when she joins us.
Two great smiles there.